Okay, hope you're having a great day, morning, evening, and night. And what are we doing today? We'll be creating a hidden room behind a bookshelf, and we will open that door. So it'll be like a sliding bookshelf door, a door that's a bookshelf, and we'll have like say a statue that you have to interact with, and it turns and then opens that hidden passageway. Now you're gonna need some models to import some models. I mean, you don't have to. You can use your own. I've downloaded this nice dusty bookshelf from Sketchweb by Brandon Westlake. It's actually it's not bad model. Um, just for us just to use. Eventually we'll build our own or replace it with something else. But just for building the mechanics and stuff, something nice you can just get off Sketchfab and you can use. There's a few different ones on here, loads. So if you feel free to download whatever you want. That's a nice one too, nice big one. I like these kind of stylized stuff as well. Well, that's a fancy one there. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the list goes on. Anyway, what you want to do is add that into your project. So I like to keep it all organized. So I'll put I call the bookshelf. I made a folder in my 3D assets bookshelf, and then the model goes into here. Um, so I can find it. I also from the Fab store got a statue of a female bust head, little statue that we can use as well. Um, so this will be interacting with to open and close the door. Okay, so let's get started. Let's build the door itself, and let's build a little room as well. So let's just build out a little room. So I'm just gonna Control D, move this across. Boom. It doesn't matter if it doesn't have to be perfect, like I said. It's just we're just blocking in something. And then I'll duplicate this and then move this across. Boom. So we have a tiny room, and say the bookshelf will just sit here, right? So um, let's create the bookshelf. Let's go into blueprints, and we're going to right click, blueprint class actor, and we're going to call this EP underscore bookshelf. Right, so we know that's the bookshelf. Right, we're going to double click, go into our blueprint, and we're going to add a static mesh, and you can call this bookshelf if you want. You can name that static mesh whatever you want, as long as you know what it is. And we're going to search for bookshelf. There it is, object 8 or 6. Okay, so I want it facing the other way, so I'm just going to rotate this round 180. Boom. Okay, so what we want to do is have this bookshelf move on an axis, right? So I want it to slide when we interact. Say by 100. Yeah, about 100 seems to be fine. So I want to go, yeah, and then reveal that doorway that we can go into that room. So put that back to 0. So let's go into our event graph, and we need to add our interaction. Oh no, we don't need to add the interaction. Do we need to add? No, because we're not interacting with the door. What we do need to do is create in our BP interface, door interface, we do need to call an open and close, so we can say open and close. So here, where we had the pickup key, I'm going to add new function, open. I'll call this open bookshelf. Open bookshelf, and I'll just press the Control D, duplicate, close bookshelf. You can name this something that probably sounds better naming. Open and close bookshelf. I know that's open and close. Compile, save. So now we can now reference those. We still do need to add in our bookshelf blueprint the interaction. So we still need the BP we need the No, no, sorry. The BP interaction is only in the what's it called? We just need to add, yeah, we need to add the BPI door. Sorry, and the interaction is the statue. There we go. So we need to open and close, of course. So these will open and close the bookshelf. I was getting confused. Sorry, I'm thinking like it's like key and lock. I mean the key and the door. Okay, so well, anyway, this is gonna open and this is gonna fire close. All right. So when we receive from the statue, it will trigger these events. All right. And what we want to do is get the bookshelf, and we want to set relative location. We're going to split these pins, and we of course is check. Let's check. I think it's the x-axis. Yeah, the x-axis. We want it to move by 100, right? So it'll be this x-axis. So what we want to do is add a timeline animation, and I don't know, slide. Call this slide. All right, we can go in here, and this will be going to play, and this one will just say reverse, so to close it. All right, I will link the update to this, like so, so that will now update. What else do we need to do? We need to add the animation, of course. So let's change that length to 1 second. Create a track. I'll call this slide. I'm going to add a keyframe and set that to 0, 0, the first keyframe, and add a second keyframe, and this will be 1 set to 1, 1. 1 second and 1. And let's zoom out. We're going to right click and say auto. So we have nice busy here, and close this. Okay, so now we have a slide, and what we want to do is we need a lerp, and from here we want to say 100. This will go to the X, right? So we're saying we want this to slide across by 100, and this is the alpha. And that is pretty much all we need for the door, right? This should really work. This should work once we have the statue working. It should be able to fire to these events, trigger the animation, and the door will slide open. So I hit compile, save, and we can close this. If I let's place our blueprint in here, our blueprint actor of the bookshelf in here, and rotate this so it's facing us. -90. I might want to scale this up, but slightly bigger, just to, whoops, there we go. It's not the best way to do it, but there you go. Let's move that up. There we go. So we have a door, and there's a hidden room behind this, okay? But we don't know that's a door, right? So we might have to do, maybe in the next video, we'll do like a clue, like you pick up a piece of paper, read it, find out about the clue, how to open the door. Okay, anyway, let's make the key to open this door, which will be the statue. So we're going to create a new blueprint. Blueprint class, actor. I'll call this statue. Oh, I'll just call it statue key. Alright. And we're going to add a static mesh again. Static mesh. Statue. And I'll just load that in. Female bust, which is this. And if we take a look at the model, if we want it to say rotate 90, so you rotate it and the door opens, and if you place it back into its original position, it closes right at 0. Okay, so on here we're going to go to event graph. We're going to add interaction node, BPI interaction. Boom. We can delete these. because we're just using this, which is the E key that triggers that we interact with, like our interactive system. So whatever we wanna, you know, um, control, trigger, open doors, close doors, turn lights on, whatever, pick up stuff, health, just your interaction system. So that we created in earlier videos. Anyway, I'm waffling, sorry. Alright, we want to create a branch, right? So, not a branch, a flip-flop. So we want to flip-flop between the statue turning left or right, back to its original position and things. So we need to create an animation. Add an animation, add timeline. And this will be, I don't know, rotate. Call it rotate. Double click. Pretty much like how we did every other animation so far. So it's just repeating the same thing. I'll set this to 0 and 0, and then add another key, 1 1, auto. I didn't name that track. Let me just rename it. Right click, rename, rotate. Okay, so now it says rotate. We want our statue, of course. We want to bring this in, and we want to say set relative rotation. Right click this and break those pins. Separate them out. So we know it's on the z-axis, okay, and it's minus 90. So we're going to need a lerp. Right, this will go into the alpha, and b will be minus 90, and this will feed into the z-axis like so. All right, and what I want is a delay. There we go, delay. And let's set this. So let's give it a second for the animation to happen. 1 second after, then the door opens. Okay, or maybe 1 point. Let's do 1.5, slightly slower, so it's like a staggered, like suspense. I don't know if you want it. Anyway, so we got the delay, and then what we want to do is check if this equals to minus 90, right? So we need to say, oh, equals minus 90. If it does equal it, we need to, so this is our condition, we need a branch. So we're saying if this equals minus 90, then we want to say open the door. If it's not, close the door, right? So, and then this can go into here, branch. Okay, so true. And we're going to say get actor of class. And this will be I think we called it, what do we call it? BP bookshelf door. So BP bookshelf. Alright, and then we're going to say call open shelf, open bookshelf. So we're saying call that event inside that in this actor, we want to call this event open bookshelf. So we'll trigger that animation. Alright, and what we can do is just copy this, paste this down here. And on false, again, we can call our event, and we say close the bookshelf, right? And I think that's all we need to do. We just have to link. I haven't linked these kind of. So A will go to play, and B will go to reverse. And on the update, make sure that's linked there. So yeah, the animation actually, passes through and updates this. Let's double check, make sure I haven't missed any connections. Yeah, that looks fine. Compile, save. Let's get our key, so which is this statue. We can place this. I don't know, where do you want to place it? It doesn't matter where you place it right now. Just put it somewhere here. Grab a cube. There we go. Let's sit on this cube. Oops. Let's place it somewhere here. So we can see the door opening. There we go. And let's face it, let's make it face us like this. Okay, let's hit play. And hopefully that should work. I'm hoping anyway. First time, let's see. Okay, so if I go up to this, I press E, it doesn't open. Like if I go E to this, you can see this door open and closes. I can toggle between that. This does not react. But if I go to the statue, oh, it's not sitting on there. But if I go E to the statue, the door opens, door closes. There you go. So that's I set that to, what was it, 1.5 of a delay? So maybe 1 second. Maybe 1 second's enough. And then you can also place this. So we have a, a little kind of, it's almost like a puzzle. We could say it's most basic of puzzles, that you rotate a statue head and then a secret door opens. That's the most basic thing you can get now. In a game. But I mean, we can place it here. It doesn't matter. Let's go in here and fix that. Oh, that's in our key, so that'll be the key. The delay here. Let's say 1 second. Compile, save, hit play. Let this play through. Boom. So there you go. Open. 1 second. Yeah, that's better. And then we can go into this dark hidden room and explore. But be careful you don't get trapped inside, because if the user hits E, you're gonna get locked in and there's no button to get out. So you might want to think about adding some kind of button to get out, or disabling it, the input of that statue once it's been turned, so maybe it can't reverse. But yeah, but you'll learn. You'll learn from this when you're building your game. You'll think, oh, what happens if the user does this? Oh, I'm stuck. You see? Anyway. But there you go. We have another type of door. It's kind of I'd say it's like a door. It's a hidden door. We have a normal door. We have a door with a key. I mean, it's not exactly a key, but it doesn't look like a key, but it's a key. And then we have these kind of starter blocks that we use that you can just destroy. Anyway, we'll continue to add to this in the next video. I'll have a think what we're going to do next. But thank you again. If it was helpful, hit a like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Maybe there's something I could do better. Maybe, I don't know, different way of building it. Yeah, I'm happy to listen to different ways of doing it as well. Building the blueprints. Anyway, enjoy your day, morning, evening, and night. Thank you again. Bye bye.